This guy has got to be my favorite character out of this election cycle just based on how unique he is. See, Fishbach knows he's not a serious candidate. He knows he's not going to win the traditional route. So what does he do? He plays into one of the biggest social experiments I've ever seen a politician play into. James Fishbach is, by definition, a Trojan horse. I mean, he's gonna say all the right things and then will proceed to deliver on nothing, which is what a lot of politicians do, but I've never seen anybody do it quite like him. I've never seen such an aggressive push on young Republican men. See, normally politicians target all of the demographics. They'll do maybe age, races, see if they can swing a couple undecided voters, but this guy seems to be only interested in young Republican men. And it's really bad. I mean, like, the panderverse here is fucking out of control. He'll go on podcasts and he'll say all the right things, right? I mean, he'll say something that anybody with half a brain would want to hear.
I am ashamed that in my own party, there are men who would cover for Jeffrey Epstein and his co-conspirators. Hire me as governor, and I will ban private equity, Blackstone and BlackRock, from buying single-family homes in Florida.
And hey, look, all that's fine. I doubt he's going to follow through on any of this because he's a big Trump guy, and we saw how well Donald Trump followed through with his promises.
No new wars. We don't need the wars. Foreign lands, countries you've never heard of, countries that don't even want us there. The United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
Well, I haven't been overly interested in it. You know, it's a hoax that's been built up. This is a Democrat hoax. This is a hoax put out by the Democrats.
So I'm certainly not buying it, and you shouldn't either. But pandering to Gen Z seems to be the best strategy about him. He is by far the most talked about candidate for the upcoming Florida governor election. Now, the most famous example of this pandering was the Sophie Rain sin tax. And then he immediately puts it to something better, like, oh, we're gonna pay teachers more, which a Republican governor in Florida has historically never done. And I'll preface this, when they do actually decide to raise teacher pay, it's all smoke and mirrors for approval. Despite being one of the most expensive states to live in, we are ranked second to last in teacher salaries after spending 2 years in dead last, only in front of fucking Mississippi. But anyway, and I mean, oh, that's awesome for pandering, right? Especially if you're a younger Republican guy. All of the people who he's pandering to are in the same boat of OnlyFans models are bad. They get naked and they just get to get rich. Oh, fuck these fucking whores. Oh, this shouldn't even be a thing. Why are we so weak? You need to stop watching porn and get closer to God, which, hey, look, I know I said that in like a mocking voice, but those aren't ridiculous points. I think OnlyFans has done irreparable damage to the youth, but that's not really Sophie Rain's problem, and that's not really anybody on OnlyFans' problem. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Now, the syntax really isn't new, but what is new is they both went on Piers Morgan. Now, could you really sit here and say that Sophie Rain is a morally corrupt whore? Yeah, probably. But one thing you can't take away from her is that she's an unreal businesswoman. She knew exactly how to market herself. She knew exactly where to be, how to leverage her popularity, how to bait people into buying more content. At the end of the day, she's a good businesswoman. And when you hear people like me talk about eat the rich, we're not talking about people like Moist Critical, who made $35 million only just doing YouTube. We're not talking about Sophie Rain, who made $43 million last year, although I bet my life that she didn't make that much. I'm sure somebody talked to her and said, hey, say you made this much money so that more people will sign up and we can get it. Like I said, not a very morally sound person, but that doesn't matter. Mr. Fishbach wants to take half of her OnlyFans money away. But let's say for sake of argument, she did make $43 million. You might be thinking, well, that's a lot of money. She can give up 50% of it. And I would say, okay, yeah, she probably could. Then why don't you enforce a tax on Donald Trump, who has made, I don't know the number off the top of my head, this much money on insider trading since he's become president and has been a billionaire forever. I mean, look at the jet he flies around in. But no, we're going to target the OnlyFans model, because if you say that we're going to tax Trump, the person who should be getting taxed, your fan base is going to turn on you because there are still a lot of Trump supporters out there. And listen, I think it's been pretty obvious in this video that I'm left-leaning, but I used to be very Republican. I have plenty of Republican friends, and I understand why you would want to be a Republican. And that's completely fine. I love disagreement. I love trying to see something from the other person's perspective. But if you are a MAGA cultist, I have one thing to ask you, sir, ma'am. Have you had a lobotomy recently? If the answer is no, then I don't believe that you support Donald Trump. How fucking retarded do you have to be to still support him? I don't believe anybody could still support him without a full lobotomy or some sort of horrible, significant brain damage. Like, you can't even be a racist anymore and still like him. He's Jewish. But regardless, Fishbach cannot turn on Trump because there are too many lobotomites out there who will go, no, 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 you don't get to tax daddy. And then he's not going to win. So, of course, why wouldn't you target the OnlyFans slut? Who in your demographic is gonna defend her? I mean, seriously, shit's not sweet in the real world. It's not funny out here. I'm not having a good time. I know you're not having a good time. These OnlyFans models are getting dick in $100 million house right on the intercoastal. That's not funny. Fuck them. But not in the way that they're going about it. There is a much better way to do this. You need to tax the rich. Fuck the rich. They have done nothing but ruined your life. And the problem is that the same people who are buying into this nonsense are the same people who think fucking EBTisha, right, who is buying her kids cookies and soda with EBT is the problem, right? And they're like, oh, you're using our tax money on this. But you are paying so much more in corporate subsidies and bailouts than you are to EBTisha so she can feed her fucking kids. And don't even get me started the amount of money you're giving to Israel. But no, we're gonna ride Trump all the way, right? So I was originally gonna watch the video, but I know I just kind of went into a rant. But something interesting in the interview is Fishbach says this.
Are you there, James? Yeah, you are. I mean, Sophie says that you know that she feels like this is a punishment. Why are you punishing her?
Well, hey, Sophie, good to meet you. It's not a punishment at all.
And this is the other bait. He's trying to be so nice so that people go, oh, you see how nice and respectful he was to Sophie Rain? Motherfucker. If somebody came and fucked with my money like that and was like, yeah, I'm going to take half your shit, but you know, let's be cordial. It's fuck you all the way. I don't want to hear shit about, well, I've never tried to personally attack you, and it's very nice meeting you. Who the fuck is this? Kill yourself! Anyway, before you vote for this fucking clown, I want you to remember, gas is $5, the average homeowner age is like 58 or whatever it is, rent is unaffordable, food is unaffordable, but you can say retard online now. Yeah, have a great day, guys.